So it's come to my attention that in the last P to D video, I believe it was like the dessert tier list, we put popsicles at the absolute bottom tier. In fact, I even mentioned it should have been a lower tier. We should have put it on a Z tier all by itself. I didn't go too far into depth because I hate popsicles so goddamn much. It deserves its own video. So we're gonna bang that out right now. And don't worry, the popsicle rant has nothing to do with the actual like the popsicle or the ice cream on the stick. It just has to do with that goddamn popsicle stick, man. Popsicle sticks are a crime against humanity. But before we get into that, we're gonna bang out another brew review for you. And what we got today, we got the Scantic River Brewing Company Orange Streamsicle, huh? I don't know where they get the stream from. Maybe they're near a river or some shit. But hey, we're gonna bang it out. It's a hazy double IPA that hopefully tastes like a creamsicle. We did a creamsicle beer review on another video another time. I believe. Oh yeah, by the way, we got a classic PDD beer mode. I believe we did like a brew review of this, like this bumblebee themed beer, this like honeybee themed beer that was like a honey ale or something. We're gonna try this one out. I wasn't paying attention and I screwed the head up absolutely royally. You know, there's this little trick where, like, always keep your hands washed before you do this. BDD just wash his hands. But I've heard if you poke the foam, it goes down. Nah, that only works for soda, I guess. But that's okay. We'll wait a smidgen. We'll give you a smell in the meantime. We'll let you know how this bad boy smells. Gotta love the motorcycles, man. It is absolutely gorgeous out. It's optimal weather. It's like 70 degrees out, zero humidity, and a light breeze. If it could be like this every day, PDD would be a happy boy. But it's not like this every day. So I'm still happy, but I'd be happier if the weather was always great. So yeah, let's first give you a smell. It smells ultra orangey, man. And this thing's an IPA. This smells like, and we're not just talking citrus, like this thing smells straight up orange and very creamy. A lot of vanilla too. Let's see if there's like a story on the can or anything. No story. You guys got to put more stories on the can, man, so I know what's going on. Basically, it's not a story, more like a list of ingredients, but it says, our orange cream double ale combines vanilla, orange, and lactose. So if you're lactose intolerant, don't drink this, eh? So yeah. Let's see if we can get some more here. I hope I don't contribute to the screwed up head. Screw it, we'll just do this. I know there's a first time for everything. This is the worst pour we've ever done in a PETA video, but we got to get onto the rant. So I just got to drink some of this foam and I'll let you know how it is. And you know, I'll mention this first, man. Beer foam kind of sucks. When I was a kid and like growing up, like obviously there was like the regular cartoons that you could watch, but like growing up, my parents had these like really classic, like old school cartoons that was even before their time. That was from like when my grandparents were kids and shit. And like a lot of times in the cartoons they'd be drinking alcohol, mostly beer, honestly. You don't see that in cartoons these days for kind of obvious reasons. But growing up, every time I saw like a nice beer poured and it had like foam on the top, I would just assume that part tasted like fucking whipped cream or something. So growing up, I always thought that the foam on the beer would be like the delicious part. But that's not the case for anyone that's had a beer. Beer foam is just bad. So yeah, the first few times I had a beer, I thought the foam would be good, and then it was bad. So yeah, it's settled enough. I think I can actually taste the actual beer now. Cheers. That's actually really good. So I had I think it was like a sour beer, and don't get your hopes up. I'm not gonna do a ton of sour beers, even though it's sour beer season. I hate sour beers, man, and you know why? Because sour beers like half as strong as an IPA, and they like automatically give you heartburn. It's just not a good time. So yeah, this thing is really good. It's very smooth for an 8% brew. See, it's an 8%. And they got it down pat, man. You taste obvious vanilla, you taste obvious orange, and It's very creamy. That's where the lactose plays in.
So yeah, they did it perfectly. I can't give this thing any less than a 9 out of 10. Very good. Now onto the feature presentation, baby. So we got the Popsicle rant. So yeah, I don't know if anyone's like me, but basically, like, popsicle sticks are pretty much like nails on a chalkboard for PvP, you know?
I hate popsicle. I hate wood. I don't know if it stems from the fact that my brain attributes, like, wood to splinters when it's, like, rubbing against you, man. Just even thinking about this, it's giving P2D the heebie-jeebies.
And like, I hate popsicle sticks so much when, like, I do this. I don't really buy regular popsicles a lot, like, even all the time. Like, me and my boy Alex Brady, we used to smoke a lot of weed back at his old place, and afterwards, he's just a big popsicle fan. So even when I was high, he'd be offering me popsicles, and I'd be like, no, I just take the stick too much. And then sometimes he'd chomp on the stick to weird me out, and it did. So yeah, what I do is when I have a popsicle or like one of those like ice creams on a stick, you know, like the vanilla ice cream, and it's like encased in the chocolate shell, I'll just rip that bad boy off and eat it like it's a goddamn ice cream sandwich, man. And it's unfortunate because it's good, but I swear to God, I can still kind of taste the stick remnants in there, man. I can still taste the popsicle stick in there a smidgen, and that's just enough to like knock it down 3 points. Normally, a nice ice cream on a stick would be like a 10 out of 10 for most people, but for P2D, it's a 6 or 7 out of 10. And regular goddamn popsicles, I just can't do. And that goes for like other snacks like this, like you know those like little Dixie cups. So a lot of time it's like the Neapolitan flavor. You get a little chocolate, you get a little vanilla, you get a little strawberry. Best of both worlds, but it comes with this wooden scoop. God damn, I'd rather just scoop it out with my hand and eat it like that. No one wants to put fucking wood in their mouth. Oh, man. Yeah, well, some people might, but I don't want no wood in my mouth. Yeah, that was kind of funny. Yeah, the popsicle sticks, that's an issue, man. Popsicle sticks should be saved strictly for, like, arts and crafts projects with your children, man. You want to make a nice birdhouse, make them out of popsicle sticks, man. You have no reason to put these things into ice cream or put them in as a scooper, man. A lot of people are like, well, you don't want to use, like, plastic because that's bad for the environment. There's other things that are biodegradable, man. Just make these things out of, like, hemp or something. Anything. Literally anything other than wood. Alright? So I just had to get that out of my system, man. We gotta explain why popsicles suck. And that's pretty much all there is to it, man. So if you don't have that nails on the chalkboard thing like I do for wooden popsicles and popsicle sticks and stuff, keep with it, man. But I just can't do that shit anymore, man. I've tolerated that bullshit for too long, and we gotta go in a new direction. So yeah, Crusaders against popsicles. I'm with you, man. Peace.